Hey y'all. Okay, so this one's from my beautiful Ariel car. Okay, so this is Things to Be Happy About Part 2. We'll start off with good times with great friends. I have a lot of pretty good friends, really good, and then some really good friends and some really solid friends. And as long as I'm having a good time with them, I'm happy. The minute we start fighting, then yeah, it's not happy anymore. But, overall, just having a good time with good friends is amazing. Number 2, piggy banks. Piggy banks make me happy because, of course, they hold all my random change. And I like the sound that they make when you shake them. Because then you kind of feel, you almost feel rich for a second. Like maybe that sounds a little strange, but it kind of makes you feel like you've got some funds, even though they're might be small funds, they're funds. So next is clean and fresh laundry. When your laundry is clean and fresh, it has that really good smell, especially if you picked out your favorite detergent, which we like the Tide Pods with Febreze. Oh my God, when my clothes come out of the dryer, it is like pure bliss. That, and I like doing laundry anyway, so, my favorite chore. Don't know why. I'm strange that way. Next is home movies. Watching home movies of yourself, watching home movies of your brother or your mother or just anybody in your family. It's just kind of fun to watch those memories, and those memories make you happy. So definitely good to have those. Next is reading a new book by your favorite author. My favorite author is Nicholas Sparks. He wrote The Notebook. Each time he writes a new book, I get super excited, and I can't wait for it to be released so that I can start reading it. I've never found one of his books that I didn't like. I got through every single one and just loved it. Next is people clapping for you at karaoke. When you do a good job on a song and the whole bar is clapping or cheering, it just makes you feel really genuinely happy, really good inside. Next is when you snap a great photo. I'm a professional photographer. My business is called SLN Photography, for those of you who don't know. And when I snap a good photo that I know is going to create a precious memory, it makes me feel happy. Next is when a little kid says, I love you. Regardless of how that little kid is involved in your life, whether they're, actual blood related or just friend related, if they tell you they love you, they usually mean it. They don't know how to lie about feelings like that. Next is when you teach a child something new, something they didn't know before, and you're the one that taught them that, you feel good about yourself. Next is the smell of a new baby. My friend Natalie just recently had her baby girl, and then my friend Jenny just recently had a baby girl. So just holding both of those babies and kind of just, that new smell, that new baby smell, it's just so amazing. I think it's the diapers that they wear, though, that honestly smell good. I don't know. But next is having a full tank of gas. You look at your gauge, your gas gauge, and it's full. You're like, possibilities are endless. I can go anywhere. So that's a good feeling. Next is emptying the bladder. I know that no matter how old you are, this feels amazing and is like pure bliss, especially if you've been holding it in for a while. Emptying that bladder feels super good. Next is satisfying a craving, even if it's a random craving for a bag of chips. And you have that bag of chips, it's really satisfying, and the food tastes 100 times better than when it does when you're not craving it. Next is blowing bubbles and popping them, or even a bubble machine. I have a bubble machine at home that's an Ariel bubble machine. I absolutely love that thing, and I love popping the bubbles, and then I love blowing my own bubbles and then popping them. Next is taking a bath, especially if you have Epsom salts or bath salts or some kind of bath oil. That just kind of is really satisfying, really stimulating. Next is payday. I know we all love payday, no matter where we work or no matter how much our paychecks are. We love payday. Even if we're getting paid by the government, we love payday. Payday is payday, and it's good. Next is when a customer at work asks how you're doing. That means they like genuinely care about you, and they they want to make sure you're doing okay, and that makes me feel good when I know that my customers care about me and my well-being. Next is when your room is clean. I personally love a clean room, clean car, you name it. I like it when it's clean. So I clean stuff on my own. I don't have to be told to clean. I love to clean. Next is when someone you haven't seen in years adds you on Facebook and then asks how you are. This just happened to me tonight. And like I said, I hadn't seen her in years, and it was just amazing to hear from her again, and, that she still cared enough to ask how I was doing. Just, it really meant a lot. Next is going to the library and being surrounded by books. That scene in Beauty and the Beast where she sees the library in the Beast's castle and she's like, oh my gosh, I've never seen so many books in all my life. That would totally be me. I just love being surrounded by books and, picking one out and just randomly reading a script from it and just, then wanting to know what the rest of the story is about. Books can just really open your imagination. Love books. Next is taking your shoes off at the end of the day, especially if your feet hurt or if your feet are really hot and sweaty. It's a relief to take your shoes off. It's just like, oh, my shoes are off. Feels so good. Next is climbing a tree. I'm not very good at this. I don't have a lot of upper body strength, but when I did the last time I climbed a tree, my Facebook profile picture proves that I climbed a tree. It was really fun and just made me genuinely happy. Knowing that I did get up there. I had to have a little boost, but that's to be understanding if you don't have any upper body strength. Next was going swimming, whether it be a hotel pool, outdoor pool, YMCA. Just generally being in the body of water is a lot of fun. Next is your favorite amusement park ride. One that comes to mind right now is the Falling Star at Adventureland. My stomach drops every single time, but I absolutely love that ride. And last for tonight is when you reach a new level in a game that you're playing. You feel like you've kind of succeeded by passing the previous level. And it just makes you feel all around happy. So there's that. That is everything for Things to Be Happy About Part 2. I'm already working on Things to Be Happy About Part 3. So if you're enjoying this, stay tuned into my videos and there will be a part 3. Bye guys. Love you.